Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's telecast of the Strongsville High School Mustang boys soccer team taking on the Solon Comets. My pleasure to be with you tonight. Nick Heiniger along with Les Zabo doing play-by-play and commentary, or commentary and play-by-play. Tonight's match is here on a beautiful night. Strongsville High School's new turf stadium, Catan Stadium, Serpentini Field.
It's not going to come through there, so you got to keep one off.
Not entirely sure what the Solon Comets record is. We'll try and find that out for you.
I thought the record's 2-7.
2-7. Good evening, Les. How are you this evening?
Good, Nick.
This reminds me of Arlo White and Graham Lasso from the EPL channel.
Who are those two guys? Never heard of them.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, yes. But
I want to welcome everybody to the Strongsville School District television channel. It's a real pleasure to have this game on TV tonight. It should be a spirited match. Most of the intelligent commentary is going to come from Coach Zabo.
I doubt that.
I will make some occasional comments about corner kicks, restarts, and goalkeeper saves.
I was just talking to one of their coaches, and Medina. We played Medina 2 weeks ago and lost to them 2-0, and Solon lost 5-1 against Medina about 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Medina's having a good year. Coach Spelling has got the Bees playing at a pretty high level. We'll see what happens here tonight between Strongsville and Solon. It should be a good match, I think, Les.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, I hope it's not too good. I hope we can walk away with it as we did against Berea on Saturday. We had a very good performance.
Just so everybody knows, Les does coach for the Strongsville Mustangs, so he is going to be completely biased tonight, as am I.
I'll try to be unbiased for at least 5 minutes.
Ball goes out of bounds. Benny Harisco gives it a chase. Brandon Price is going to have it in the play. I'm sure it's been mentioned on previous telecasts, starting up top tonight for the Mustangs. Jared Anderson, number 15, I think less 2 or 3 games ago, set the all-time scoring record for Strongsville High School boys soccer.
Yeah, two games ago, and Saturday he had another 4, so he's demolished the school record, and now he's the king.
So it was 52, Lotzie?
It was 52, and now I think he's at 56.
I think that record's going to
I think that record will stay for a while.
Jared's in on goal here. Solon center back, number 7, cleans it up. Zach Singer playing center back for Solon tonight. Les, I'm getting so old I got to use my glasses to see anything anymore. So
I can only see what I can't look at numbers, but I know our players, and we gave up the ball rather foolishly. And he's got the angle on us, and our goalkeeper sort of dove on that one.
Pretty good shot from number 4, Jonathan Margaret from Solon.
Yeah, Geierman's got a good, he'll hit the center circle, probably around the other end of the circle on his goal kicks, and all the players should be hanging around in the middle of the park as you see. Or we don't see, I see.
That one's off the toe a little bit, looked like one of my kicks. Cleaned up by the Mustangs. Who's our starting back 4 tonight there, Coach?
Well, Trevor in the middle with Mitch Wright, Brendan Price out on the left, and Habib on the right. You'll see most of the movement out of the back 4 will be Habib on the right-hand side. He likes to come into play, gives a lot of sliding tackles, a lot of efforts. He just played the ball back to Geierman.
And our midfield players are Marco, Harisco,
and Jake Bell.
Kaniko.
No, I'm sorry.
Who's playing right mid over there?
No, that's Jake Bell.
Jake Bell playing midfield tonight. Okay.
He's on the right side, and
The aforementioned Jared Anderson and Michael Newman up top, number 9. In the glowing orange shoes. Not going to be able to miss him tonight. Ball controlled by Kaneko.
yeah, we have 2 freshmen on the team, which is very impressive. That young players.
Little missed tackle by Brandon Price. Solon is in. Mitchell Wright misses. Shot on goal.
The technique was weak, so I wasn't really too worried about the shot.
Shot high and right by the Comets. Definitely hit all that one. Maybe not as well as you wanted to, right, Les?
I got underneath the ball and hit it with the outside of his foot. Here goes Geierman, yeah. That's better.
This is pretty fancy setup we have here for the district television channel. We have an on-field camera and then our skybox channel. And then apparently, according to Coach Cook, we have a sideline reporter tonight, even though I don't have any information on that.
No, I don't know that either.
Perhaps John Harks or Ian Dark or someone
No,
is
John
available?
Arks has got a real job coaching in Cincinnati right now for who knows how long. I don't know how well they're doing.
So maybe we're not sure about the sideline reporter.
No.
We'll have to get back to you on that. But it's a nice opportunity for boys soccer program to get on the field turf tonight here. Beautiful night in Northeast Ohio. If I might say, it's seasonably warm for the end of September.
It's October, Nick.
See, I can't even keep track of the dates, Les. It's October 4th.
Yeah.
I think it was 76 degrees today by my car. Very warm. Good night for soccer, though. This is just like Memphis in October, right, Les?
No, it's still humid in Memphis until end of October. Then it's all of a sudden, from one day to the next, it gets cold.
You'll see maybe on the camera shot, we've got some youth players running around in orange ball boy shirts. It's always something that our program likes to do, both on the girls and boys side, is let our youth players come out and
Well, it helps to speed the game up. Otherwise, with this turf, ball gets lost rather easily and just keeps on running.
I could be wrong about this, but I think tonight is Coach Glacken's U10 boys. And if I'm mistaken about that, I'll correct myself. But a little possession going back and forth, Coach. I don't see a lot of.
No, nobody's controlling, dictating the game right now. And there's a. I thought that was going to go against us.
That is the proverbial hand on the numbers foul in high school soccer.
Well, in every. Oh, I thought it was against us.
Nope. Apparently, Coach Sabo is correct.
I thought
and it's going the other way.
I thought it was. I'm looking. I'm going. Well, maybe I missed something.
So, is there any different shoes the boys are wearing tonight, Coach, than they would on?
No, they
Colts?
don't. They all like to wear their cleated shoes, which surprises me. I'm not a big fan of. I'm a fan of using flat-soled shoes because of the turf and the hard enough turning
So
on
for
the.
those in our viewing audience that aren't completely familiar with the different types of artificial surfaces, 2016, there's now, in addition to regular AstroTurf, there's what they call field turf, which is AstroTurf that's been infilled with any kind of substance. This field is infilled with black pellets. Of interesting note, the girls program was on a road trip recently, and all the infill on the field was cork. Of course, we were in California, so all the corks came from Napa Valley, which was very appropriate. There's a clearance from Geierman out to
Jack.
Jack.
And well, so far their midfield is controlling the game. Or we're not. Now we're getting.
There's a ball from Benjo outside.
And Jake Bell has the ball, and we're
How many more games do the boys have left after this?
I'm not sure.
2 more games.
Is it 2? I thought there's.
We have an ace research assistant up here in the booth with us tonight. Clearly has more information than Coach Zaba and I have our hands on. Robbie Marco feeling some pressure. Robbie's sort of playing a more holding role for Coach Cook. Is that right, Les?
Right now he is. Yeah, that was a problem we were having in games for a while where we didn't have a holding number 6, and Robbie can do that job for us, and then that lets Ben push up a little bit. And
There you see Jared coming way back on our side of midfield to collect the ball, and he makes a good run.
And a nice little fake there.
Little jump juggle. Well controlled.
Too ambitious there. When you start setting up, you're in trouble. Somebody's going to block your shot. Oop.
So the boys had Berea Mid Park on Saturday?
Last week, yeah, we
Last
won
week.
6-0. Last Saturday.
Usually a pretty strong side. It's a nice win.
Well, Jared had 4 goals. Ben had 2. And we really were breaking them down by passing the ball around.
I believe that game was 3-0 last year with Berea Mid Park, something like that, 3 or 4-0.
Last year they beat us.
Yeah.
They beat us. This year we really didn't have.
Last 4 or 5 minutes, looks like the Mustangs have sort of controlled the ball. Going to resile it back to Alex Geierman, senior goalkeeper. He's going to take his time, and clearance off the head of Jake Bell.
We really haven't gotten into much. We're giving the ball away, doesn't help. We really haven't gotten into a rhythm yet.
This is a league match for Strongsville High School in the new league, the GCC. The Lady Mustangs will travel to Solon tomorrow night. It's been sort of the pattern this year. The boys play on a night and then the girls play the following night. Not sure that's on purpose or just the luck of the draw.
That's a good combination there. And Alex, I'd like to see Alex pick that ball up rather than letting it go out of bounds. Because if we can pick it up, we could go up to this 18-yard line and punt it from there. Instead, we go back 5 yards and.
Always a fan of the ball in hand myself, Coach. Regardless of how good of a goal kick you have, you always want to control the ball. Geierman goes midfield, controlled by the Comets.
The Comets have. It's a stalemate right now.
For those viewers watching tonight that are interested in the tactics of tonight's game, we have a master tactician with us on the air tonight, a coach of, gosh, probably 60 years, college, club, high school. So, Les, what is the shape that Solon's playing with tonight?
They're playing a regular 4-3-3. They're 3 in the midfield with one midfielder holding, and then 2 up in front of them. And we're doing about the same. So right now it's a stalemate till we get somebody from the outside, either Habib or Price, to come out and push up a little bit to give us more shape onto the field.
Gotcha. So we are playing with 3 forwards. Interesting. There's a good shot.
Well, it really turns out we play a 4-5-1 with the 2 outside people, Jake Bell and Jack on the other side, are both falling back in the midfield.
Seems like it was Geierman's 25th goal kick, but probably his
No, that was
5th. That was a foul?
Yeah, it was a foul.
Offsides, perhaps?
Well, we need to pass the ball now, and the biggest problem is we're losing it too easily.
Outside back, Brandon Price goes the whole way back to his goalkeeper. Strongsville just not able to mount an attack where we can hold the ball up front yet tonight.
No,
Now the Comets will come back.
Right now they're getting the second ball, and we're not. And we haven't really.
Solon seems like they really want to play direct, right, Coach?
They're not.
There's a push in the back that gets called almost every time.
Yeah. Well, that's a simple call for the referee. He doesn't have to work hard at it, and it's a no-brainer call and gets himself out of trouble. This could be dangerous if they play this right, but I don't see them.
Strongsville puts 10 people behind the ball.
And we win
A strong win.
That's a great tackle. Jared Anderson's 1v1. The defender has the angle. 2 defenders. Up. Third defender. Oh, but 3 strikes, you're out. Took 3 defenders to win the ball back, and that's a great counter here. Got behind Habib, and now he's recovered. He's got goal side of him, which is fantastic. And now he wins the tackle. And, I thought we were going to get a goal kick, but it's a corner.
What a bang play there. Sliding tackle from Brandon Price up to Jared, who
had too many people to beat. He had his angle.
1v4, and then maybe 2v5.
Yeah,
don't like our odds on that one, right, Coach?
Yeah, we couldn't get enough support around the ball. That's a good corner. Whoop! It's a great corner.
And there's a goal for the Comets. Get on the board first tonight. That was a great corner, Coach. That had a curve on it from about the front post that literally curved into the back upper 90.
Yeah,
Not sure if
the young man who scored it was simple for him to put it in the back of the net. That was.
Did we catch that number on that corner, Coach?
I did not.
I think it was number 7, Zach Singer. Drake Perry, as the public address announcer corrects us.
That's a good ball behind him. Now, with his first touch, saved it, but got a corner. So right away we go into attack, which is always important. They always say the next 2 minutes after a goal is scored is the most vulnerable time for both teams to get another goal.
Team that scored the goal is most often going to rest back. Obviously, the team that gave up a goals.
And on this corner, we have 4 people on the goal line, 4 players, and then what they'll do is go to the top of the box and here. Oh, keeper did a nice job.
Nice left-handed punch from the Solon goalkeeper.
And
John Lombardo. He's a senior. I figure he's about 6'3", probably about 200 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big boy, isn't he? He's a big boy.
So let's talk about that corner kick, Coach. That was a bender?
That was a bender coming in, except the ball should have been a little bit lower because the keeper had the advantage on that.
How about the goal we gave up?
The goalkeeper was...
Don't think anybody headed that in. That was just straight in.
No, it was headed in.
Headed in?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was headed in.
I thought it went straight in.
No, the keeper was... keeper didn't challenge the ball on that. And now they've got our...
That is not something you see on a regular basis. Either the ball goes straight in or headed in on the goal line. There's Benny Arisco on a counter.
It's a good ball to Jack, who Jared has got the ball.
That's a foul.
Yeah.
Jared probably takes 6 to 8 fouls a game, you think?
Yeah, well, he's a big, strong boy, and he wants to hold the ball. So when you hold the ball, you get kicked is what I always tell him.
Mitchell Wright, number 20. Senior, fancies this. Mitch has got some facial hair going this fall. Looks good. That's a fine ball. Flicked.
And Ben Harisco couldn't hit this target.
One of the things I always notice when I watch these guys play is number 11. Benny Arisco is probably one of the more diminutive players on the field, but he probably wins 90% of the head balls.
He's fantastic in there. It's amazing
Just
for a guy
something
his size.
you can't figure out, but credit to him, right?
Well, he's got to have some spring in his feet, as I always say. And timing is everything. Timing is everything, and he's got a good leap. He seems to be stays
That was a
up
goal
long.
kick from the Solon goalkeeper. By my count, went 72 yards. 22 yards past midfield. That is a long goal kick in high school
That
soccer.
makes it. That's a.
That's an EPL goal kick, isn't it, Coach?
Well, nobody kicks that far anymore. Everybody wants to play out of the back now, Nick. In the EPL, in fact, that's why they got rid of the English national team keeper. He's been sent to Italy because he can't play with his feet. That's a great run by Mike Newman. Timing was great. Service was perfect on that.
So, Coach Zabo and I made it almost 22 minutes into this match before we have our first Joe Hart Manchester City controversy. That might be a record. And poor Joe has been sent to Porto or
No, he's been sent to Torino.
even worse. He's in Torino.
Well, he can't play with his feet, and the new coach wants players that goalkeeper can play with his feet, so they could.
So
That's a great cross.
And that was a really fine attempt by Jared to get a header on it. Just not enough mustard.
He headed it down too flat, and his timing was off.
I see where Bravo made a penalty kick save against Man City. Too bad they lost the game 3-1.
Well, it happens. It happens.
The Spurs are good this year.
Yeah, Spurs look good. Man U looks poor. But don't say that to everybody because they still love their Man U around here.
Very, very popular team in America. I was excited to read this morning where former national team coach Bob Bradley is going to take over at Swansea City. He's a fine coach. Son plays for the national team.
Well, there's no surprise because the owners of one of the owners at Swansea City owns DC United, who Bob Bradley coached for. So
first time an American coach has ever made it into any of the top 5 European leagues.
Yeah. Well, that should be the easiest league for him to go because he speaks English. It's a difficulty. Now coaches have to be able to be multilingual.
Especially in the Premier League.
In any league because you always have players from all over the world. But you have to be able, there's Benny going well. He's been the field messed him up on that. That's a good ball.
That's good service. Back post. Jake Bell off the bottom of the cleat.
And I think Jake, if he would have did a diving header, he probably would have been better serviced.
Diving header as opposed to going with the feet.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw a diving header for a score?
Luis Suarez.
He plays for Liverpool, Coach.
No, he plays at Barcelona now.
Not in a high school game, eh?
At a high school game? No, I haven't seen a diving header.
So Strongsville, after giving up what can only be considered a goal against the run of play for me, coming out with some passion.
There's
two
there,
sliding tackles in a row on the turf.
Yeah, Habib is always strong. He's not afraid to get stuck in. And
what year is Habib, Coach?
Unfortunately, he's a senior.
Senior.
That's
There's a great through
run.
ball.
Oh.
Benny's on the wrong side of the defender.
We've come to dominate the game.
Jack Lombardo, Solon goalkeeper, out to collect it.
But now we're not pressing the ball, and if you don't press the ball, they can play. The ball has to move. The ball has to move. If it's there, it is. But the angle is always difficult.
Oh.
His first touch was, well, we've locked him into a corner, so.
We used to call that a Bangu touch. A little bungee right off the shin guard, out of bounds. We're getting some great camera angles here tonight. Strongsville District Television. That's a long throw, really. Fortunately, Benny's just going to be a second late.
Well, the ball was just off. If he would have headed it a little bit, gave him a better angle, but that almost split us too, that ball. Oof. And they created a 3-on-3, and now he's going to work. Good tackle.
Thought we had handball. The referee played play on.
Yeah.
Michael Newman on the ball.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got. A little pressure from the Solon player.
Well, he's got to shield the ball better. He brought the ball inside his body when he should have kept it outside his body, and the defender has a chance to win the ball.
Somewhat interesting 17 minutes left in this half. Neither team has made a substitution. A lot of times you see in high school soccer the substitution pattern is a little more
Hockey-ish, as I call it.
regular.
I call it hockey soccer.
Tonight, not the case. These teams are putting their 11 out there and they're letting them go at it. Here's Benny on a through ball.
But see, he won the ball. Pressure.
Jared's got an opportunity.
And
Mustang's trying to find what we call the equalizer. Maybe going to halftime 1-1, maybe pick up another goal.
it's hard to.
I'm not sure we've had a shot on goal.
No, we haven't.
We have our giant uniforms, but not always one.
Robbie Marco, instead of coming in, should step away so that we have more space. Oh.
Whatever gets pulled, we always were like thigh length.
One thing that's a little bit interesting about this field, as our viewers will notice, is obviously you see the football lines painted on the field. Many high schools play their games on football fields. Some are smaller than others. This field will extend out beyond the football sidelines, which everyone knows are 52 yards wide. This soccer field you're seeing tonight is 118 yards if you take it away the end zone, and about 65, 66 yards wide. So.
Yeah, the more space you have, the easier the game becomes. But that time we didn't use the width of the field. We still haven't figured out how to use the width of the field. And
oftentimes you see on some of these stadiums or some of the narrower fields in Northeast Ohio, Solon being one, Rocky River High School, Revere, Brunswick. Most of those games are up and down because there's just no width for the ball to get outside. But we'll see how the Mustangs deal with it tonight. Here's Jared Anderson trying to get in. There's a jump juggle. Fights his way
Jared
through one
is
attacker.
strong. Oof.
A little overzealous on the tackle, coach.
Yeah, we're still.
Maybe a little frustrated he didn't get the ball.
Well, Jared's trying to do too much with the ball, and instead of trying to hold the ball up and getting his players involved, he's trying to run through everybody. That's going to be a throw-in.
This has been a pretty fair battle. 14:40 left in the first half. Strongsville allowed a goal on a corner kick. Probably about 25 minutes.
Yeah, they're
Really been pressuring since then. Got a pretty good crowd here at Catan Stadium, Serpentini Field. Again, a beautiful night.
It's a gorgeous night.
A lot of support for
There's the corner.
boys and girls soccer in Strongsville, obviously being a very long-standing tradition of soccer in Strongsville.
Well, here comes a problem again. We'll see if we could do better this time in defending the corner kick.
It's the same number 4 that's going to have a go at this one. Can't blame him for that. Jonathan Marguerite.
And it's coming
Another
in,
ball curving
and
in. This
that
time Geierman collects. And the Mustangs are out. That's a great throw to Robbie Marco's feet.
And that. Now we need to find.
Jared's
another,
trying to get through
yeah,
again.
there we
Finds
go.
Benny.
And Benny held the ball a little too long, and now we're in trouble. Now if he could just change the point of attack, that's a great ball. Again, a little bit. Now he's turned him in, he's turned him out, and good defending. 2 defenders on Jared there, that's why he couldn't win the ball. And they're beating us to the ball here when
They're certainly not giving us an opportunity to build play.
no. Well, they have some good combination.
We have
play
two holding midfielders for sure. number 11, Ben Harisco, and number 5, Robbie Marco, both seniors, having to come back and collect the ball pretty deep in their own half.
We're being a little too direct here and not getting the other players involved. Until we get the other players involved, I think we're going to have a hard time breaking them down.
Solon's back four seems to have been pretty solid so far tonight. You said that somebody just put 6 goals on them
It's
over the
5.
weekend.
It was Medina.
Medina.
Yeah, Medina beat him 5-1. But they look well organized. The ball movement is good. Like I say, where our problem is we haven't gotten the rest of the players involved.
Solon mounting an attack here through. Nope, lost the ball. Now Benny seems to have a go.
Yeah, his foot got stuck in the turf for a second.
There's a ball that was a seeker that Jared almost had.
Yeah, almost, but they countered real quickly and they find their men.
Good high pressuring tackle from Brandon Price.
Oh.
I'm not sure that
Oh, there's Garman. He should have come out for that.
number 9, Michael Newman, expected that ball to go as far as it did.
Yeah, that one is Garman should have retrieved that ball instead of backtracking. In the modern game, all the teams are focused on goalkeepers that can play on the field with their feet.
I see where your long favored Bayern Munich. Did they lose this past weekend?
Yeah, they lost.
How
No,
about
they
that?
tied, I think.
I saw Neuer gave up a near own goal himself. Very un-Manuel Neuer like.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to, as Johan Cruyff said, sometimes your goalie's going to make a mistake, but if he plays off his line, you're going to have more opportunities. And if you're Dutch, you know that whatever he says is gold.
There's a nice flick from Kaneko over to Benny, who's playing very high tonight for me.
No, that's where
Ball served in the box. Anderson can't get on it.
Yeah, his timing is.
So for those of you watching at home, when Coach Szabo mentions a soccer legend like Johan Cruyff, many of us can only imagine talking with someone of that acumen about soccer when it's more than likely that Coach Szabo's probably met, talked to, and sat down with
I haven't. But you know what? I go on YouTube now, and all the time I get new insight into the game from different coaches. And Cruyff again, his whole theories of soccer are pretty much what Barcelona uses. And
several years ago, Coach Szabo and I were attending the National Coaching Convention, and the women's national team was signing autographs, and lots of people were happy to get their autographs signed and
we're going to have
shake the hand of players like Brandy Chastain and Mia Hamm. And who else was there, Les? I can't remember.
Christine Lilly.
Carly Lloyd was there.
Yeah.
So as we were standing in line to maybe get a handshake or something like that, Carly Lloyd stands up and screams out at Les. Les, how are you?
Well, the funny thing is I saw her when she was 15 years old playing in the Jefferson Cup.
Gave Coach Szabo a big hug, and the rest is history, actually. So it's a real treat to have Coach Szabo on the commentary with us tonight.
Well, we've changed the lineup a bit, tried to bring in some fresh ideas.
We have some substitutions, yes?
Yeah, but now our big concern is to stop this from.
Who's new into the game for the Mustangs, Coach?
I missed who came in. Oh, that's a good ball. Joe
Popik's in the game. Playing left mid for me. Robbie Marco seems to have gone up top at the moment. No.
No, well, we finally connected 5-6 passes, and if they could keep them running and keep the ball moving, that's 7. That's 7, but now Joe lost the ball. Was pressured there.
Yeah, number 8, Joe Popick came in.
Yeah, Joe Popick. And now we switch. This is a good change of point of attack. That's a good ball in. That's a great touch by Benny. And play it back. Yeah, all of a sudden these guys have. All of a sudden we've gotten in the rhythm and gotten 5, 6 passes in a row, and now Solon's struggling.
Interesting looking at the Greater Cleveland Conference table.
That's a great ball.
The Brunswick boys soccer team is 5-0 in the conference.
Yeah, they've been beating everybody with their tactics.
I've seen Shaker Heights boys actually play twice. I watched the Medina Shaker game up at Shaker with some friends, and
We have a good situation here. Counter, but nobody's getting in front of Jared. We need somebody else coming. He's got. Yeah, when the ball moves, that's it. And
Shaker Heights sitting at 5-0, Medina at 4-1, and then Strongsville 2-3, and Solon actually at 2-3. So tonight's game is whoever comes out victorious will have 4th place in the conference. Always something to play for.
does that mean we play in the Champions League next year?
I don't think so, Coach. Maybe. I don't think there's any Champions League for high school soccer, unless I'm mistaken. Instead of going to Real Madrid or Barcelona or Spartak Moscow or Porto, maybe you can go to Indianapolis. Trevor Ham with a clearance out of bounds off the Solon player.
Yeah, since these new guys came in, the game's changed dramatically into a positive for us. The ball's been moving, and we've been connecting.
Number 13, Marco LaQuatra.
A little too much.
A freshman at Strongsville High School in the game, playing left
they've
midfield.
got us in trouble here. If he can, Trevor's closed them down.
Good tackle by Benny.
Yeah.
A lot of open space in the field for me here.
No, he's got to play the ball. He's splitting the defenders.
Jared comes. The goalkeeper comes. Goalkeeper misses. Jared
Oh.
drills it.
That's his brilliance. That's his brilliance right there. He only had a foot to put the ball into the back of the net, and he did it. He has big awareness. His well-struck ball is.
Benny Arisco went right up the middle like a hot knife through butter. Wanted to play the ball to Jared, but didn't really have to, did he?
Well, he got the ball somehow to Jared. Jared got around the keeper. Keeper did a nice job of forcing him out. And there was 4 people defending the goal, and Jared just drove it into the near post. And
when I played in college and the goalkeeper comes out and takes a whiff at the ball, we call that an ole.
Ole.
So that was an ole from the Solon goalkeeper.
I only call olays when somebody gets megged between the legs.
But credit to Jared. Once he olayed the goalkeeper, he still had some work to do, didn't he?
A lot of work. Put
the ball in the back of the net with some
pace.
That
composure was big time.
How many times have we seen people just bungee touch it over the top of the crossbar?
Many a time. More often than not, but that's the difference between winning big games and being in last place. You got to put those chances away.
We're gonna do our best to figure out how many goals Jared has on the year. Somewhere in between 20 and 2,000.
And here we go, quick counter. Oh.
I might have that in tonight's media notes.
Yeah, the game has changed quite a bit. Solon has lost their. Just as we've lost the rhythm. Well, that's a good interception. Second touch. That's a hospital ball. Now there's a good pass back. And now he could play off. That's a great ball. That's a great ball. Jared is strong, but when he holds the ball up and plays the ball back, it makes us more effective.
Strongsville boys, Mustangs tonight are hosting Teacher Appreciation Night. Mustang seniors recognizing a teacher of significance to them. Each one of those teachers will be recognized at halftime, so that'll be exciting. Lest us not forget that these are student athletes.
Are they? Of course they are.
Getting an education here in the Strongsville School District. So this is a nice night. We won't read the teachers now. We'll do that at halftime, maybe after halftime. But I know many of these teachers, so congratulations to them. And congratulations to the student athletes that chose them. Teachers that have obviously had an impact on their life.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Being a student athlete in today's day and age is a difficult process with travel, academic challenges, and these kids all try and do their best to be successful on and off the field and in the classroom. All right, Coach, so we seem to level the score here, 1-1 with about a minute and a half left.
Yeah, your prediction was right. We'd get a goal. I wasn't so confident.
I thought that's about what the game has in it so far, is about 1-1.
Well, we've changed, we've started turning the screws on them.
I don't know that I've seen Solon's back four across midfield more than once or twice. I don't know what the possession stats are, but I would say about 70-30 in favor of the Mustangs. I know you're a human calculator, Coach, so you probably have all that figured out.
I would differ with you.
So Les says it's 52-48 in favor of the
Yes,
Mustangs.
for us, I'd say, but not. Like I said, since we made the subs, the game has turned towards us quite a bit. But once we give the ball away, we're back in the mode.
One thing that I've noticed, unless I'm mistaken, I don't know that Solon has made a substitution in the first half.
No.
Going to push his first 11, 40 minutes.
Well, I hate to say this. When I played, I hated to be subbed. I wasn't a very nice person.
No one wants to be subbed, that's for sure. There's Jared just with a clearance. 15 seconds left.
Well, he can smack it.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Oh, it's a good ball.
It's a great ball.
Oh.
And that's across the middle. And that's almost in.
Well, if time wouldn't have elapsed, we could have been in big trouble there. But he hit it over. He panicked.
So by my count, the Solon goalkeeper kicked that ball about 80 yards in the air.
Well, that's a typical English football. Knock it over the top and chase it down. At times, it's very effective.
He might punt for the Solon football team if he does. I'm sure he is successful in that regard. So at halftime, Mustangs won, Solon won. Pretty fair match so far, Coach.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say, once we those subs really came in strong and made, turned the game around for us, where we did start connecting and interpassing, and makes a big, big difference.
I'm definitely going to be in agreement with you on that. The subs made a difference. We had given up a goal.
Yeah,
A little bit of a goofy goal, to be fair. Not necessarily from the run of play.
Well, corner, set pieces, they say your team should score at least 35% of the goals.
All right, welcome back to the telecast. Tonight's game with the Strongsville Mustangs, Solon Comets. Our halftime score is 1-1. Just treated to a great halftime ceremony of the seniors honoring a teacher of their choice to be recognized at halftime. We had a nice representation of both elementary, middle school, and Strongsville High School teachers from language arts, mathematics, all over the board. Very nice Very nice halftime recognition for both the student athletes and the teachers tonight. And we're going to get back to action here. Nick Heiniger, pleased to be with you, along with Laszlo Szabo, otherwise known as the legend of Strongsville soccer, offering his insight into tonight's match. Les's insight is valuable as he's a coach on the staff of the Strongsville boys program, understands the players, what it is Coach Cook wants to do here with the tactics, and all that great stuff.
Well, hopefully we could connect. If we don't connect, it's going to be a long second half again.
So 1-1 at half. It's just going to be a story of the second half, right, Coach?
Well, we'll see who's got which one of the players will wake up.
You being a coach for 45 plus years.
82 years, no.
What do you think Solon said at halftime, and what do you think Coach Cook may have told his boys?
I would have been pretty happy with the first 30 minutes for Solon, or 25, and then they lost the plot because we started connecting. So I would tell them to, again, retake the shape of the game. For us, we have to connect more and have more people involved. Right now, everybody's sort of not playing enough with connecting with anybody. I mean, here we could just change the point of attack without.
Here we got a free kick.
Yeah.
I think that's Trevor Ham on the ball.
Yeah, Trevor's got the ball, but he should be going to the left. It's a good ball.
That's right down Route 1. Benny
Yeah,
with
goal.
a flick and
Oh.
a near goal.
Yeah, he had the keeper beat. All he had to do was hit the target, which,
That was a peach from Trevor Ham right down
Yeah.
Route 1, huh?
yeah, their defenders are short boys, so we have an advantage over that. And now they brought in a real little young guy. Well, I don't know if he's young, but number 18, look at how short he is. Or 8, I'm sorry.
Number 8 from Solon is
Yeah, he looks
Torian Barner. He's a sophomore,
right.
probably about 5'5".
Right, we tried too hard of a pass there. But we
Solon
wa-
trying to build play a little bit. Strongsville
Yeah,
off the foot of Benny Harisco, Brandon Price battling.
yeah. Now if we can just get another pass to go the other way.
Michael Newman goes negative.
Yeah, no, we're all right. We're as long as we have the ball, we're all right. And then start again. That's all right.
Doesn't seem like much has changed from a formation standpoint. Not that we expected that to.
No,
There's Benny with a push in the back, gets away with it.
right. And well, that's a hard ball to work with, but we got the second ball back again. And
There's service into
it's
the
a
box.
little too hard. That on AstroTurf, that ball's too fast.
You're asking an awful lot of Michael Newman there to chase that ball down.
Yeah, if he's playing on grass, I think he could get that ball, but not on this field. It's too fast. But here we go with the keeper hitting it 6. Oh, this time he didn't hit it as far.
No, he duffed that one. That was only
Yeah.
65 yards.
Yeah. But we're trying to play too direct again.
You think that's a
That's
function?
a
You
great
think that's
ball.
a function of the field, Coach? Or there's the goalkeeper. He comes.
Yeah, well, that
I'm
was
not
a
sure
good.
Benny saw him. Did you?
No, but you know what? That was a good build up there. That second pass and then the third pass connecting, and it looks like soccer.
Strongsville throwing. Brandon Price.
It's tight, and now is who's going to win the ball? He's got to. We're
Robbie Marco's got to run 65 yards to go take a
Right.
defensive position.
and
Been impressed with this right back, number 22.
yeah, Beebe is. He's a hard-working boy. I tell you that much. He's a hard-working young man, I should say, not boy.
Three seniors playing at the back for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 3 seniors, and
Trevor's a junior.
Trevor's a junior. Yeah.
How many seniors on the boys varsity? It's about 10, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Now this is, Jared's
Here's
going to hit
Jared
it with,
going across.
good ball. That's a
To
great
Newman.
ball.
Newman goes down.
Oh, that's a great
I think he
ball.
wanted a flick there, but Solon goalkeeper out
The
again.
keeper's come off his line real strong, and
Michael Newman tries to get back on sides.
yeah. And
That was a really
well,
good
don't
opportunity to go up 2-1
you
there,
see,
Coach.
you can't release pressure there. That's one of my pet peeves of players. They had them pressed, and now all of a sudden Solon had us. And just square ball, not square ball. Yeah, that's it. But now he's got 3 people and nobody to serve the ball to. That one you can't force. You're going to have to hold on and spin around from the ball, Jake.
You see the Solon goalkeeper, number 0, wearing some headgear there for our viewers that aren't used to seeing that. John Lombardo, a senior goalkeeper, either has been involved in some contact, maybe a concussion in his history. That's more often the case why you would wear the protective gear.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason. That means he's a little bit, he's brave, but probably going in with his head first rather than his hands in front of his head.
Some goalkeepers will do that. It's a dangerous position. Just
Yeah.
ask Petr Cech from Arsenal.
Well, he got killed that game when Cech got hurt. The other keeper got hurt right afterwards. Cudicini, who's now who's back with Chelsea as one of the coaches there. Chelsea's got a unique situation. They have 11 assistant coaches for the first team. It's almost like football, where they have a guy.
That must be one heck of an alumni game, coaches versus players, huh? I mean, Alberto Conte himself's a pretty good player, yeah.
Yeah, and his brother, and
yeah,
they have. And look, he's got him. And there. Oop.
Liverpool absolutely took Chelsea to the woodshed about 2 weeks ago. Alberto Conte said his team was only a good team on paper and not in reality.
Yeah, that's true. But, the new tactics is the high press by all the Tottenham's added, and Liverpool and Barcelona does it even with Messi. So if you could stop their backs from playing, I'm just hoping to give the ball up.
There's another long service right up
Yeah,
the
those
middle.
are.
That's how Strongsville scored their goal, though. Benny Harisco on a straight run up the middle.
Yeah, but this is
Jared
just.
with a dish.
He received the second ball, and the effort's there.
That's pretty good work from
Habib. And the rest of the players have to press the ball. And there we go. Oop, well done, young man.
Solon very used to playing on this surface. They have a old school AstroTurf field over there in Solon. I don't know that they've upgraded to field turf. I could be wrong about that.
Well, the goalie's losing his kick, but we're losing.
That was a 40-yard. Looked like one of my tee shots off the golf course.
That was a good recovery run by Jake Bell.
8 minutes gone in this half. Pretty been fair play. There's Robbie Marco.
He should have
space.
played the ball earlier, and Jared. The ball has to be played before Jared makes the run, so that he could get into that space. And now
There's a great camera shot of.
That's a good hold-up play. And that was a rather flat run, and that's why we didn't get anybody connecting on that.
Solon into the attack.
Yeah, Solon counterattack. But we have to get a hold of the ball. He's got.
Habib's had to do a lot of work on that right flank, huh?
Yeah, Habib and Jake Bell have to get. We need a third player involved in that.
I sometimes watch these boys and girls games and any level, really, to be honest, and the amount of play that goes down one side or the other sometimes is really remarkable. But that's normal in any kind of sport, really. There's number 16 from Solon, Billy Furlong, had a little run, cut off. Now he's back on the ball, back heel.
we missed that. We're in trouble here. Good recovery. Uh-oh. And that was a brave keeping on Geierman.
Mitchell
And
Wright goes flying over the top after getting pushed by the Solon player. That was interesting. Oh,
There's a foul.
that's about the 5th time that Jared's taken it right in the back. This might be a card, right?
Right. No, he's
Nope.
stopping because Jake Bell, I think, is
Blood?
No.
No, he's going to go talk to Coach Cook.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Coach Cook had a little bit of go with the ref after that foul.
Right.
You don't want to see your center forward get fouled for the 5th or 6th time in a match.
No, and you know,
A la Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan only goes back there and he plays the ball. He doesn't get kicked there.
When's the last time you've seen Zlatan get on the other side of midfield for Man United? Doesn't happen.
The other day when they beat Leicester City, it was Leicester
I
City.
kid Zlatan. He's a good player.
He's very.
Coach Cook and the referee have had their peace talk.
Speaking of academics, the principal at Zlatan's grade school said, "You're either going to be a great soccer player or you're going to end up in jail."
Ladies and gentlemen, that's only insight that you can get from Coach Szabo.
It's a lot of YouTube. You want want to learn the game? Go onto YouTube. Great tactical wisdom and just watching players play.
Coach Cook making a tactical substitution with Marco Lacroix going in and Benny Harisco coming out.
That's a good ball.
Coach Cook and Benny having a little chatter on the sidelines to see what they're going to do about this 1-1 tie.
Our midfield.
So Lacroix is going to play in the middle.
Yeah. And he's got to play it quickly, yes. Well, Solon's organized. There we go. Yeah. That's it. Spread the game out now. Michael Newman's hurting.
Looked like he maybe pulled a little hamstring there, huh?
I don't know what is, but he's struggling. He can't make it the run. And
Solon goalkeeper with another 60-yard bomb. Cleaned up by the Mustangs. Jake Bell, nifty footwork.
He's got to play the ball quicker.
And
try to force it. Try to force it when Jared was open. This number 2 I like. He comes back to the ball quite a bit.
Number 2 for Solon.
Yeah,
Drake Perry.
Drake Perry.
He's a senior.
He holds the ball and plays the ball back and gives them more time on the ball.
Oh, you're cool. 28 minutes left in the second half. Really, I've not seen we had an opportunity. Michael Newman had an opportunity on goal for Solon, right?
Yeah, he did. Jared.
We got a ball on the field here, lower left. There goes the ball boy.
Yeah, Jared split the defenders, and now
that's one well by Mitchell Wright.
Yeah,
and we could be in. Jack Conoco plays the ball off the face of the Solon midfielder.
Yeah, that's too hard.
Referee didn't like the first 2 fouls, so he called the third one.
Yeah.
Solon plays short, and away they go.
Yeah.
Seems like we need some kind of a spark or something to.
Well, we need to connect, and we're just still hitting these home run balls.
Oh, Jake Bell might get behind the Solon defender here. 1v1, a step over, another step over. Nutmeg.
But he's got to turn his hips.
And
ran
the
out
old
of
turf
real
runner.
estate. Yeah, that's the turf. The turf just doesn't give you that opportunity to.
For a team that trains and plays on grass, that ball's going to go out of bounds, unlike anything you've seen on AstroTurf. There's just nothing to hold it up. That's why in a golf course, if golf course was made out of AstroTurf, the ball would never spin. Because on real grass, you can get a different roll with a golf ball. Same holds true for a soccer ball. Great win in the middle of Robbie Marco.
Yeah. But we haven't.
Unfortunately, not rewarded with us holding the ball. A good tackle
That's
from
a
Benny.
good pressure.
Risco had about 5 minutes of rest, 2 sips of water, and there's a
These are all
left-footed.
but it's real difficult to work with when you win this ball.
That's La Quattro over there on the side, battling a Solon player, and it goes out for a goal kick. I want to say Jared kicked that ball about 80 yards in the air.
Up in the air. Straight up, unfortunately.
The old balloon service. Michael Newman's going to come off. I think he might be nursing a little bit of a hamstring or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's grabbing it.
Yeah, he's grabbing.
And Joe Popik's going to come in. And he's going to play left forward there.
There's a good
Benny
ball.
with a dish.
But no.
Right at the goalkeeper, unfortunately.
No, he's got to bend that ball into the far post. That's 2 good chances we've had this half.
A lot of people would say let the goalkeeper off the hook on that one.
Yeah, very much so.
Sometimes they say it's great goalkeeping. I'm not sure that was the case.
Well, he had the angle, the goalkeeper. Oh, we're in trouble here.
Oh, Solon's going to have, nope.
No.
Going to have a foul on the Solon player.
Yeah, luckily for us.
Looked like a lot of bodies flying around in the box. I'm not really sure who that was on.
Well, we lost the ball and we lost our focus.
Solon coaches don't really necessarily agree with that call. Fans of the Mustangs, they agree with that call, though. Boy, Jack Kaneko was really in on goal there, Coach. I thought maybe
he was.
He wants that one back. Right at the goalkeeper.
On Friday, I got an Indians game ticket, and so I'm not gonna get back till 1. And then I have school, and then.
So we've been in on goal several times. Maybe the third one will be the
11 at night on Friday.
Well, you
The
can't
go-ahead
miss
here.
too many more in the game. Otherwise, lady luck goes against you. You've got to put away your opportunities.
There's a 30-yard header by Robbie Marco. Uncontrolled. Cleaned up by the defense. Mitchell Wright off to Brandon Price. Always seems to like Jared Anderson with that left foot. Jared makes that run. Those two have played together for 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
They will connect that every now and again. There's Benny Harisco on fresh legs. Mustangs go negative again to reshape it.
Just giving the ball away when they could just connect with the midfielders. There's got to be one more connection. It's a little too direct again.
We're going to have a punt. That's a 50-50 ball with that punt, right, Coach? You just
Yeah.
never know what's going to happen.
Yep. Oh,
Solon mounts an attack. Habib with a Olay shot. Deflected. Might go out of bounds. That's cleaned up by Mitchell Wright, I think.
well, that's Habib again.
Habib.
Yeah,
He's going to sleep well tonight.
he puts a lot of energy into his game. But it's a corner kick, so
The number 4 for Solon, he and Habib have been going at it most of the night. Boy, you could say that. Jonathan Marguerite from Solon. Here's a corner kick for the Comets.
and it's out. And we've had it.
Lest we forget the Comets scored. There's the back pass from Ben Harisco. I'm not sure that
I'm not sure.
Alex Garman was prepared for that one.
I don't think he was.
But he's got the ball in his hand, so all's well. Alex with what I feel like is his 25th punt of the night.
Can we get
Towering shot, hits 2 players in the face, and the Comets come out of it somehow. and kick it out of bounds.
No, the ball goes because of the turf. The ball goes out a lot of times down the sideline because of the slight dip in the field. It's only slight, but it's enough for the ball to get off the
So
field.
you'll see when a soccer ball goes anywhere on the outside of the field, length or width, it just seems to want to run out of bounds. That's a great little nutmeg. Jared goes to ground, but
Jared was looking for a fall. Well, when in doubt, out. Oh,
this game has gotten hectic in the last 5 minutes.
yeah. Somebody.
Saw a little miscommunication between Geierman and Mitchell Wright there. Not
Yeah,
sure.
that almost caught. Oof.
Not sure who was going to clear that ball. And Solon, all of a sudden, coach, in the last 5 minutes has gotten on the front foot here.
Yes, they have. Well, here comes the can he find somebody? Ben.
Joe Popek trying to get back up top, number 8. Not sure, he's coming way deep to collect that ball. And Solon tries to build again.
Yeah, Solon is always finding.
Almost looks to me like the Mustangs are playing a 4-5-1 with Jared up top.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think Coach Cook would go for the tie.
No, he's not playing for a tie, but he likes to bring his wing midfielders, his 7 and his 11.
Show a little bit of a defensive shape, right?
Yeah. But there they have a 2-on-1.
Now Solon's in. Geierman
Yeah.
holds.
Yeah.
Trevor Ham covers, and it'll go out for a corner.
No, goal
Goal
kick.
kick.
Goal kick, yeah.
We don't want a corner. We give up a goal on a corner.
Yeah, well, no, we don't. No, we need to. We're in dire shape right now. At this rate, they're just coming back and back at us, and somebody's going to have to grab. As Roy Keane from Manchester United would say, somebody has to grab the game by the scruff of his neck.
Right now, it looks like Solon's grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah,
but we'll
very
see.
much so. Very much so.
There's a win by number 4 from Solon. Towering header out of bounds over the top of Robbie Marco. That's Jonathan Marguerite. I'm personally amazed that I'm not sure that Solon has made a substitution in this game.
They did. Number 8.
Okay.
I don't think he.
So
played in
they've
the
played
first.
12 players tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, but they got a good rhythm going, and
That must mean his players are surprisingly fit. But on October 4th, you should be fit, right, Coach?
well, you should be exactly.
There's a ball right up Route 1 again, over Jared's head.
Yeah, there is a ball that now it needs to be connected.
Can we take him out for a drink?
No, things have to change.
I know Coach Zabel's anxious to get home tonight for the vice presidential debate, but we got a soccer game to finish up here. That's going to be riveting TV between Tim Kaine and Mike Pence.
We
I
hope.
might fall asleep in the middle of that
No,
debate.
we hope maybe we learned something about.
It's
who the
not going to be
candidate-
Trump v. Hillary Clinton, that's for sure.
Nope.
They might even sit at a table and just drink coffee the whole time.
They
Anyway,
might.
back to the game. That foul is let go. Nope, he
Oh,
brings it back.
no,
So
I
that
should've-
is a case of really good refereeing, Coach. What do you think about that?
No, I want advantage. I want to keep going through. Now that I got by the defender, why should I give them the opportunity to reorganize?
So for those of you watching at home thinking that Coach Zabel and I are insane, what happens in soccer is the referee has the opportunity to let advantage play on and not call a foul. Probably the only sport that I can think of where that happens. Maybe rugby, maybe lacrosse, and sometimes. Or he can bring it back and have a foul.
There's trouble. Oof. Well, the keeper came out brave, punched the ball well.
In that situation, the referee saw the foul. He let it play. Once there was no advantage that was seen by the Strongsville team, he called the foul. Coach Zabel would rather have the ball and keep going.
I think he got by the defender, and now he would have forced the next defender to make a decision whether to challenge the guy or to fall back. And
As a coach myself, I'm always a believer in more soccer and less officiating, so I can appreciate that. But here we go. Seems to me the Mustangs have gotten on the front foot here the last 3 minutes.
well, that's it. The ball's moving. Oh, he's in trouble there.
I don't know that
First
Coach
tou-
Cook has changed the system.
No. Oh, he's.
Michael Newman on the sidelines getting checked out by the trainer to see if his legs are fit to go. Expect maybe he'll come back in this game here in a little bit. There's a flying foul by the Solon right back on LaQuattro. That couldn't felt good on the AstroTurf tonight.
Nothing feels good on AstroTurf. AstroTurf is maybe good for a track team, but
One thing about natural grass, boy, it's a pretty easy surface to fall on when you're playing soccer.
yeah, this is
But
sand.
for football in Northeast Ohio, late in the fall, certainly has its place. There's a long ball, no flick from Ben Harisco on to Jared. I think they've run that play before. Solon goalkeeper.
Well, here we go.
He's going to hit this one about 90 yards.
Nice.
There it is. Robbie's just sitting back waiting for it and cleans it up. Another flick.
3.
And Jared gets on the ball.
Just another high punt. We get the second ball this time, and that gives us an ooh, but you got to keep it on the floor.
One of the benefits of playing in a cozy confine like Catan Serpentini Field here is you can hear Coach Cook asking his team to get higher, maybe apply a little pressure on the ball, see if they can't keep Solon in their own half here for a little bit.
No, here they go into our half again. They just
To quote my old friend Coach Felton, that's what is known as an out ball. When you have a goalkeeper that can carry it about 80 yards in the air, that is certainly a defensive weapon. There's a Beckenbauer bender.
yeah, that's a great bend. Oh,
Habib with what looked like a foul, but
it looked
the
like a foul to
Solon
me.
parents,
Yeah.
Solon parents certainly thought it was. There's another sliding tackle, and the referee, I believe, is going to have a card here.
Who's gonna get it?
LaQuattro came in, cleats up.
Was it LaQuattro? I didn't.
Didn't look that bad, but I'm not on the field, so he's going to have to come out, and we'll see what Coach Cook does with this. He's going to put Michael Newman back in. His hamstring must be okay. And unfortunately, LaQuattro's got to come out with a yellow card in high school.
Well,
If
they
he gets
made-
another yellow, that would be a red card. That is a bad thing. Solon makes the substitution. Alert the media.
Yeah. Hello, hello.
I think they're going to play 13 players tonight. And a free kick by number 2 from Solon.
No,
That's a three-pointer.
if he was playing Gaelic football, would have been a good one-pointer.
Unfortunately, he doesn't kick for the Browns. No disrespect to Cody Parkley or whatever his name is. But that was right through the uprights, so that might have been good from 50.
Yeah.
They would have won that game in Miami with that guy right there.
Except there's no pressure when you kick.
A lot of former soccer players are kickers in the NFL, that's for sure. What a great tackle by Brandon Price, and the Mustangs are in.
No, they can't.
Yep.
They can't break him down.
Well, that Solon back floor has played flat tonight, and they have been stingy. Another service. Here we go.
Well,
Jared likes it. That's a great drop off to Benny
no,
Harisco, who
no.
scores his own field goal.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're tied at 3 here in the second half.
Yeah, I wish it would have been the other way around where Jared gets that opportunity. Of course, he also kicks him over a lot too. So
I want to say that those shots over the goal were of equal height and equal distance. Unfortunately, in the game of soccer, they don't count.
as an old English announcer would say, high and wide as he was.
As my college coach used to say, I think he meant to do that, but he didn't. There's a great tackle from Trevor Ham. Number 2 for Solon has been sturdy up top.
Yeah, he's strong on the ball. He's they use him well.
Drake Perry, senior.
I think they should keep him up front. He's gone into midfield.
It does not appear that Solon likes to play through the midfield at all. Do you know if Solon's played Brunswick yet?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, neither am I.
Yeah.
Well, if they have, the
There is a
Brunswick,
good ball. You see now.
Brunswick
we can
beat them
connect
because they're
right
5-0. There's
there. That's a
a
great.
little seeker behind the ball. That
Yeah.
Solon goalkeeper's off his line quick as a cat.
Yeah, that ball is. The idea was good, but
Jake
I think
Bell.
this field. I think the field was.
That ball on a grass surface might have been slowed down. There's
Yeah.
Solon's forward with a little chippy. Saved by the
Corner
left
kick.
midfield. And we
They
have a
called the
corner.
foul? Oh, I called the corner, I was going to say.
It's not been our night for corners.
No, they've had more corners than we have, that's for sure.
Something tells me that Solon's going to put this on the 1 yard line.
I'd say so. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. They're going to.
Got 16 people inside the 6 yard box.
Yeah, it'll be tough. It's a good ball. Is in. Oop.
Off the post.
Off the
That's going to be out of
football
bounds.
post. Yep.
That might have hit the upright.
It
Football
did hit
upright.
the upright, yeah. Yes, it did.
So if that upright wasn't there, that ball probably would have been out of bounds. But
Yes, it would have been.
you can't move the football uprights in a high school stadium in Ohio. That's not happening.
Those things are permanently anchored back there.
Alex Gardner with another goal kick. That one gets to midfield. That's a good ball. Robbie Marco with a flick. What do the Mustangs need to do, Coach, in the next 10 minutes to try and get the win?
He's got to come to the ball. Oh, his first touch is murder. That first touch is so important. Either play the ball to somebody or take the ball. But when your first touch is.
LaQuatra back in the game after his yellow card. Michael Newman will take a rest.
I think Michael's hurt, otherwise I think he'd still
I think
be
he
in.
might be as well. So we've got LaQuatra on a yellow. He can't yell at anybody.
Well, we don't want him to yell. We want him to play.
Unfortunately, in high school, if you get a double yellow, it's a red, and you got to spend 10 minutes with the principal.
Yeah, that's.
Nobody wants to do that.
Nope. That's a good
There's
little.
Habib with a great move.
But
Jared wants that ball, I think, a little bit higher, maybe over the head of the center back.
no, Jared needed to cut in front of the defender there. But we didn't read it, so.
That's a pretty good tackle from the Solon player. Nifty footwork from the Solon midfielder, number 4. That was patient.
Yeah, they're doing a.
They have not panicked in the center of the park tonight.
No, they haven't.
Jonathan Marguerite,
No.
he's a senior. This Solon team, probably 4, 5, 6 starting seniors. That's a left-footed shot.
Oof.
Solon player didn't know anything about it. And we're out.
That's a good ball.
Here goes Penny Harisco on the counter for the Mustangs. Brandon Price flanking.
No, he's got him. Well, now he's got to keep
Does he
going.
have somebody with him?
Well, he's gonna.
Yes.
He's got to play it back to Jared. Yep.
I think he beat 5 people.
Yeah.
Didn't have anybody else to beat. So
He
the
was
Mustangs
better
will
than the
get-
Browns. Had a 50-yard gain there.
Here comes the throw-in for the Mustangs. Under 10 minutes to play.
And the game is on a knife edge here.
Really
Oh.
anyone's game, Coach, for
Yeah.
me. We'll see.
Well, there's a good ball if he could bring it back in.
That's a – oh, okay.
Got to be a little bit stronger on the ball.
Is that LaQuatra over there playing left forward? Maybe left midfield? Referee is not going to call that foul with 10 minutes left in a game like this. Solon seems to have gotten a little panicky in the last couple minutes. Mustangs will rebuild.
Oh, Jared's in. Oh, well done on the defender's part.
There's Jared on a solid opportunity. Needs an extra touch and a little bit of luck.
No, he's not going to.
That's a penalty.
Yeah.
And the referee's going to have it. There it is.
Well, Jared was waiting for the penalty. He was waiting to be hammered.
I believe he was.
He was waiting for that call.
Shades of Adam Lallana
Yeah, well, hey, you
in
have
the
to
Liverpool-Chelsea game 2 weeks ago.
You have to be brave, and you have to keep holding the ball and keep going towards the goal.
I think he's a big boy and probably gets fouled a lot, but he definitely reeled efficient on that one, according to our
he was
our
waiting
crack,
for that call.
our crack staff here in the press box.
But hey, it's not his. The defender was panicking.
Play close attention because I've seen the Mustangs play a couple times this year, and Jared hits these penalty kicks about 150 miles an hour. We'll see what happens with this one.
Well, this keeper, it'd be interesting to see. He's giving us a little show, which is always good.
Will he go Willie Cavallero and dance across the goal line? There he goes.
No, okay. Whoa.
Jared
That was
plants
well
it in the
struck.
upper right-hand corner.
That was
Jared Anderson.
that was well struck. That was
I think Solon might feel a little hard done by that penalty kick call, but I think it was legitimate.
well, it was legitimate, but it was foolish on the defender's part.
Not going anywhere, is he?
He's going nowhere. He's running away from the goal. So why come into that stupid tackle? I'm sorry to say it, but it was a very foolish tackle.
Did Jared score? Did he score both goals?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He's money in,
I think we're still waiting to try and figure out what his goal total is for this year. It's a bunch.
but we got to stay awake here. But the referee might,
So the score tonight, Jared Anderson 2, Solon 0. Not uncommon. 2?
2 on count.
1, 2-1. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
We got to get behind the ball here, and
Solon's probably going to throw some kids forward.
well, you have to. It doesn't matter whether you lose 2-1 or 3-1.
That's a great point, Coach.
You always, at this stage in the game, you always have to go for broke.
So what's Coach Cook going to do with a 2-1 lead and 7 minutes to play?
Counter if you can. Counter and sit back and hold the lead. You don't need to score anymore. Solon has to score. And that field, if on regular grass, that would have. Oh, it's our ball. I didn't even realize that.
The Mustangs have got a full week off till they play Euclid next week. That's not normal in the schedule this time of year, but perhaps they'll take the rest.
Yeah,
There's a great camera shot right at field level.
Yeah, it's a great. Yeah, look at that body. Yep.
I think we have general consensus in the press box that was a penalty kick.
Oh, you see, now we're. No, that could have been a.
So if you're the Solon coaching staff, are you adding players up top? What are you going to do?
I'm going to push. I'm going to push one of the backs up from the middle, from the back, and then I'm going to play with 3-4-3. So 4 in the midfield, and
Oh, there's a really nice idea that's going to go wide, though. Jake Bell has had some width tonight. He's had his opportunities. Hasn't got a lot of service, but Solon goes back to the goalkeeper. He's got no hands, brings it in the box.
And
Still
it's-
has no hands.
and if we don't pressure him, he's just going to go up, and now here comes.
I think maybe we might want to pressure him a little bit on that
yeah,
touch.
that's the first time their first touch was bad. Oh,
Assistant referee has that as out of bounds.
yeah.
No argument from Coach Cook or Coach Collins. And Robbie finds feet.
There's a good ball. Now
Benny's
look at the
gonna go
hole. Look
right
at the
at
whole play
somebody.
to him. Yeah. Nope. That keeper is.
He's offsides anyway.
Yeah. Jared was, but not.
There's a battle in the middle between Jake Bell and that number 4 from Solon. They have had a real battle tonight. Oh,
No, he's a little nervous now. The keeper.
I really think that Solon's played at the most 13 players tonight. so-
Yeah. But they worked hard. But the game is unforgiving. They didn't create any chances here in the second half.
But definitely on that penalty kick, I don't think Jared was going anywhere near the goal. So that's always difficult as a defender.
Oh, we're in trouble here. Oh,
Solon had 7 people in the box. Can they find an equalizer here with under 5 minutes to play? Solon goalkeeper lays out another Reggie Roby moon ball. And the Mustangs try and hold.
well done. But now Jake is. Oh,
That was a really nice dummy.
dummy.
By,
Yes, it
Jack
was.
Anico.
Yeah, it was a great dummy.
Couple Lady Mustangs on the sideline cheering their compadres on. They must not have homework. Tell you, give Solon some credit. They haven't folded up the tent here.
No, they haven't. They've been. They've won the possession game, but we have the goal game. That's the most important stat.
Mustangs lead 2-1 on 2 Jared Anderson goals, and there's Mitchell Wright with a long clearance.
Yeah, he should have been a little bit more. He had time to play with the ball a little bit. The keeper, good distribution on that one. As long as they go backwards, we're all right. Well, they've
You can
had
hear
one.
Coach Cook asking his defenders not to let the Solon attackers have a turn. And just as soon as we say that, they give up a turn, and now number 2 is in on goal.
Uh-oh.
Number 10, I thought maybe he was going to go floppy on that one, Les.
Yeah, he should have. He should have.
There's a ball in the box that Geierman should clean up, and here he goes. Takes it off his knee. According to the rules of the game, he's got 7 seconds to put it back in play, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, it never does. Keepers always go past their time limit.
Alex prefers to put it on the ground,
Yeah.
not have a punt. And here we go. That's well done by Alex. Right at his big target forward who does not get a flick. And it'll run out of bounds. Throwing Mustangs with 2.5 minutes.
Joe Comet into the game for Strongsville.
This game kind of reminds me of the Olmsted Falls game. Found a goal late. I think we got a tie in that game. if I'm
Yeah,
not
it was a
mistaken.
tie, yeah. Yeah, the game is,
Olmsted Falls not in the Greater Cleveland Conference, though.
yeah, last year we beat them in penalty kicks in that state tournament. That was a fantastic performance from the goalkeeper that game.
So the boys have one more game and then into the playoffs.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Coach Cook will go to a seeding meeting to figure out where the boys get their seed in the district. The districts have not changed from last year, to the best of my knowledge.
No, they'd
12-team district?
yeah, but we're, I think there's been a change in some of the
Has there?
teams.
The higher seeded team in the district will have a home game. There's a flick off of Popik's head. I think he wanted to send that forward.
Oh, here we got.
Solon's in the box. Miss hit by Brandon Price. Solon's had the better of the last 3 minutes, not uncommon in a 2-1 game.
Yeah, they've had the ball, but they really haven't accomplished anything with the
I think
ball.
I agree with you. Under a minute to play here.
Well, Jared, hold the ball for a minute. We can go
Strongsville wants to
home.
hold the ball and see it out. I'm sure Solon wants to get in the box and have a go. The Mustangs are going to get it in the corner.
Yeah,
There's
just
number
stay in
8,
the corner and
Popik. Where's
stay.
he going to go?
just stay in the corner.
He's just going to let it get played
Yeah,
out.
just play there for the rest of the game. Stay in the corner and go home with a win.
Mustangs are going to take their time on the throw-in.
Yeah.
Solon's going to pick it up and give it to them.
Well, unfortunately, oh no, that was.
Now we're going to have a delay of game. I don't really know that it was Habibi's fault for not getting to the ball.
Oh, geez, now that's.
Now we're back in play and the clock's running. Solon can't hold the ball. That's going to be a problem. Neither can Strongsville.
No, but time 30.
Solon will go direct as usual. It's been that way all night. Brandon Price looked like a pretty good dive on the side. Brandon won't hate me for saying that. Solon tries to punch it back in. Final
Is it gonna be
seconds.
Oh,
And the Solon player's off. Well saved by Geierman,
yeah,
however.
Geierman came out quick.
That's the game.
Uh,
2-1 victory for the
2-1, very hard.
Mustangs.
Hard-fought game.
Very much so.
Solon gave a good
Players
performance.
go on the field and exchange.
It was a great day for Jared Anderson.
Congratulations.
His first goal was fantastic, splitting the defenders. Second goal, tremendous penalty kick.
That was a tremendous penalty kick.
Even the top goalies in the world wouldn't have had a touch on that ball.
I think Manuel Neuer may have had that PK, but I'm not sure.
If you got a step ladder.
As we see our credits rolling, I think we're still on the air. It's been a pleasure being with you tonight.
It was fun, Nick. We'll do the World Cup next year.
I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it'll be a lot more than what we're getting paid for this.
Oh, I got a $30,000 bonus check after this.
I think I have some mac and cheese waiting for me in the concession stand. That might be 2-1. Strongsville boys over the Solon Comets.
Thank you, and good night, and good kicking.